He's originally from Duluth, Minnesota, by the way, and yeah, man, that's cool. And here's a little known fact. Probably he's the only one in the room that knows this, but right now he's been in a short film. It's called Birthmark for Death, and right as we speak, this very week, it's playing at the Cannes Film Festival. Wow. Yeah, pretty cool. I mean, he chose to be here with you instead, though. You know, jet setters that you are. Please put your hands together for Scott Brady.
Thanks. I had a better reception at my rape. And there were more people. I was at K-Mart today, right? K-Mart, and this lady came up to me and asked me if I worked there. And I was kind of embarrassed, because I do. I just ignored her, you know. Kept folding panties. Till my break ended. And had to get back to work. I've never peed my name in the snow. But whenever I notice someone else has, I like to add PhD. You never see that. I live in kind of a bad neighborhood, but I'm afraid to park my car in front of my house, even though I drive the worst car in the neighborhood. Right, like one day when I discovered I had 4 flat tires. I'm like, who fucking slashed my other 2 tires? This is bullshit. Those were my grandmother's. Of course, my neighbor's mad because he thinks my dog has been crapping in his yard. So now I'm going to have to buy a dog. Probably a great name. With a PhD. So who's in college? Anybody been to college? Heard of college? Who knows about the big grown-up school? I graduated college over 25 years ago, and let me tell you, every year it gets more and more difficult to evade campus security. Of course, I lived in a dorm, so I had a roommate, and he did a signal that he worked out to let him know when he was having sex, that he would wrap a necktie around the doorknob to prevent me from leaving. Both you all-nighters. Of course, I recently lived with one of those cougars.
Yeah.
Is that what they call it? The older ladies. The other term I've heard is vulnerable adult. But I recently went home with perhaps the least attractive woman I've ever slept with. Seriously. I mean, there have been some women who's had someone with bags over, but never a plastic one. No, seriously, I wanted to rub one back in. I did a show for the troops last week. They also hated me. Apparently you need to keep fairly clean for the brownies. Learned that the hard way. They did not appreciate my dick riddles. People are just so sensitive, you know. I mean, I don't know if you ask me, political correctness has gotten way out of hand, am I right?
Oh, yeah.
Right, I mean, like, for example, apparently now we're supposed to call midgets little people. When did we start talking to midgets? We're above that, people. There's a lot of weird stories in the news, but I don't usually like to talk about them on stage because it's just that, well, when you talk about weird subjects, people tend to think you're weird, and you know, I don't want to give people that impression. But even if someone else brings it up, your reaction can have the same effect, right? Like, for example, one time a guy came up to me at the show and asked me if I heard about the guy in Wisconsin who'd been arrested for fucking a dead deer. I'm like, what? He fucked a dead deer? Right, as if it had been any other species, you know, goat, raccoon, Great Dane. He'd have been home free, but no, he's got to tap Bambi's mom for some sick reason. But then I realized that, you know, no matter which word I emphasize, it was still going to sound bad, right? Like, what? He fucked a dead deer? He fucked a dead deer? He fucked a dead deer? You're kidding me! I'm impressed. Hey, thank you very much. My name is Scott. Brady, thanks for coming on.